Okay, so I'm Geoff Wilkinson and I'm Managing Director of Wilkinson Construction Consultants. This week I'm going to speak to you briefly about fire risk assessments. Fire safety, from our point of view, has three phases. It has a phase during the design phase, then during the construction phase, and during the occupation phase. A lot of the people out there that offer fire risk assessments focus only on the occupation stage, but we are experts in all three of those stages, so we can take you through the entire process. The first one of these is a knowledge of building regulations. So during the design stage, we can actually ensure that the building has been designed correctly. We also are involved in the construction phase. A lot of people forget the fact that some of the worst fires have actually occurred during the construction phase. The contractor will often be undertaking hot works on the property, and that creates a new fire risk during that stage. In particular, it's likely that things like sprinklers won't have been installed, staircases may be unavailable. So there are lots of problems in and around the construction phase, and people forget the importance of that and the fire safety of the construction workers themselves. So having someone that can offer the whole of that service is vitally important. But my main focus today is on buildings that have already been complete and occupied. And this is where the legal requirements come in to have a fire risk assessment. The requirements come from the Regulatory Reform Fire Safety Order. This came in 2005 and replaced a series of legislation that originally dates back to the Fire Precautions Act of 1971. Most people will have heard of something called a fire certificate and understand that hotels and that used to have this document called a fire certificate that the fire service produced. Since 2005, fire certificates have certainly not existed in any name, way, shape or form, and it's no longer the fire service's responsibility. It's your responsibility as the building owner to make sure that you effectively self-certify your building. So its requirement is that you carry out a fire risk assessment. What is a fire risk assessment? A fire risk assessment is an organised and methodical look at your premises, the activities that you carry out there and the likelihood that a fire could start and the harm that it could cause in and around the premises. So why do you need a fire risk assessment? Well, one, because the law requires it. Two, because, as I said, the fire service are no longer going to do it for you. And three, it's going to save lives. In 1995, 485 people died in the UK in fires and 13,977 people were injured. Also, it's an excellent idea to safeguard your company. Bear in mind that fire can destroy your premises. It can destroy the contents of your building. It can destroy irreplaceable information and designs. It can destroy your ability to carry on trading and working, and you can be fined for not carrying out a fire risk assessment and for each individual breach of those. So what do you actually have to do? You have to have a competent person carry it out. Now that could be just a general health and safety guy that comes in and carries it out for you, and for most offices or small premises that's probably adequate. In fact, once you've had one carried out, you could probably do the assessments yourself after that. But if you're dealing with a more complex building or an unusual one, then you need to get an expert in. What you should be doing is getting plans and records in place that identify all of the firewalls, all of the exits, all of the necessary fire safety information, and putting those onto the plans in the same way that you had previously with the fire certificate, so that people that operate the building can understand fully how they should operate and what they should be doing.